You may hear my dogs play fighting in the background. I also just noticed I don't have Streamlabs open. So, let's fix that. Let's fix that. Yes, I'm live. Yes. Yes, hello? There we go. Everything's good. Get that there. And we're good to go. Good to go. Let me get my controller. That's what I forgot. Let's read the stream already, right? Right? Hello, Witch King. And also, I'd like to thank, if any of them are here, which I don't think so, but I'm getting subscribers right now, so thank you. Thank you. I'm 15 away from 300, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Ah, I guess Pokemon I can fight, you know, when you delay it a little bit, people get a bit antsy. So, yeah. Feel a little sick, if you can't tell. I think I'm dying. I've been wearing hoodies and blankets all day, but now I'm in the middle of a hot flash, so that's gonna change in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna be cold again. Ugh. Like, you know it's bad when I can't even really, like, smoke weed anymore. Like, I can't right now. It's bad. It just makes me feel awful. This map, though, was really cool, gotta say. Cool map. I don't think I got gold, though. I think I'm like 0.3 of a second off gold. Which, I mean, we could get right now. Nah, so close. Yeah, listen. It's because I am so reliant on my medication to sleep that without a proper sleep... Without them, I don't have a sleep schedule that's anything... I don't sleep well at all. I don't get a good night's sleep whatsoever. And melatonin is how I get somewhat of a sleep, of any sleep. And melatonin makes me feel very sick. So it's really the melatonin. So after my psychiatrist appointment today, we'll be good, hopefully. Hopefully. It's my fault for missing said psychiatrist appointment like 2 weeks ago. But whatever. Whatever. Oh, we're in the server with Mahi. It's a woman who plays video games. I know, right? Right? No, Mahi's cool. She's a cool streamer. I like her content. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining. She's funny. And also, you know, my mom is just getting over being sick too, so I think I possibly also have a stomach bug going along with it. Just because food hasn't felt good. Like, that's the worst part, is like, that's the weird part, is eating has not felt good in any sense. I've just been sick every time. So, yikes. Ah! I know shipping people is bad, but I still think that Virtual and Mahi would make a great couple. I'm just saying. I don't think I should say I ship them, because there's a difference between shipping people and thinking they make a cute couple. There is a difference. Shipping them is you basically already see them as a couple, and they're just hiding it, you know? It's like you already are, like, treating them as what they aren't. Saying someone would make a cute couple is saying they would look good together. Huge difference. Right? Or maybe I'm alone on that one. Maybe I'm wrong. Because I am just a man. So my opinions tend to be wrong. Since I don't experience that stuff. I don't think I've ever been shipped with someone. Because up until recently, I've been rather ugly. I'm so glad that I spent my childhood ugly and got hot instead. So glad about that, just letting you know. I've had no confidence in myself my whole life up until recently, like, so I used to have, like, confidence in my hair and stuff, like, back when I would style it and have it up, I'd have the sides shaved and stuff like that. But once I got long hair, once I, like, grew out my hair, grew out my facial hair, and started, like, wearing clothes that I was, like, scared to wear before, I've noticed my confidence is just through the roof, and I'm hot. I think I'm hot now. So it's great. It's great. It's great. So to anyone watching that doesn't feel confident in themselves right now, just give it time. Yeah, I feel that, Witch King, definitely. Like, before middle school, I thought I was cute. But of course, every kid thinks they're cute because, you know, they're told that their whole lives by their family, right? And, yeah, no, then I got bullied into oblivion and had no confidence for over a decade. It's just so nice to actually have some confidence in myself again. You can gain it back, definitely. No! We'll do this. We'll do this. Also, I'm really upset because my new controller hasn't shipped yet. I bought it the 21st. And it still has not shipped yet. Yo, can we not bark? So far, it's a really cool ice map. No pun intended. Oh, fuck. Alrighty. Alrighty. Yeah. You know, I don't talk about it much because it is where I get my PTSD from. Which I always hate admitting on the internet. Because, like, people, a lot of times, I'm just always scared of being like, well, you got bullied and have PTSD? That's weak. I'm like, well, you know, you get what's considered torture legally for 3 years, and then go to a mental hospital as an adult, and they just casually fucking drop it. It's like, yeah, no, your brain was in prison mode while you were in middle school. It's like you were a prison inmate, going through the trauma. I'm like, oh, so I was in prison at the age of 11? Okay. I just hate that it always feels like it's wrong for me to say I have it when I've been diagnosed that I have PTSD. It's not like I'm self-diagnosing here. What are you two doing? That didn't work out for me. Still a PB, though. But yeah, no, especially in America, with, like, you know, it's very much treated as military traumatic distress disorder, you know? And I'm sure it's the same in every country. Hey, can you two, like, chill? Jesus. Of course, Elcon and Mika are the two at the top, of course. You know, Virtual's been practicing ice. I wouldn't be surprised to see him in Division 1 today. Ice slide. Learn to ice slide, people. These are easy ice maps, I'm sorry. If you guys have trouble with these ice maps, you need to practice a lot. I really think people should take more time out of their days in Trackmania to just play pure ice maps. Right? I mean, it's what made me half decent. Much better. $48 is... What's my time currently? 50.8. I could take 2 seconds off, probably. Let's watch GPS, though. Hello, Mr. Monkey Ranger. That's a nice skin. Look at those goats. Look at those animals. I mean, I'm pretty sure I already know how to do this. Okay, you're supposed to brake a little bit to get a steeper angle. But yeah, no, it's a real thing. Like, I'm afraid to talk about that part of my mental illness because people are going to invalidate it just because of how I got it. Okay, yeah, that's yeah, straightforward. Very straightforward. Oh no, I was just talking about like how I got my PTSD from bullying for 3 years in middle school, which is hard to admit a lot because just especially I'm sure you know being an American what I'm talking about specifically just that in a lot of America it's viewed as weak to get it from anything other than war, right? So like or like it's not real if you didn't go to war or you're not a veteran or some shit. Ah, I beat him, I think. I'm not sure. The damage is just as real. Yeah. I also, like, as someone with PTSD, I hate the internet for one big reason. I can't say that I'm triggered by something anymore without being looked at like I'm fucking stupid. You know? The internet ruined that. They ruined a word specifically for mental illness because of people not using it correctly. It's like how a lot of people ruin the word literally. Like, I feel like if I use the word literally wrong, then people are just gonna look at me weird. Right? And hello, Justin. How you doing today? But it's true, bro. Like, certain words have been completely ruined if you try and use them just because of, like, the outlook. Or at least they just feel like they've been ruined. Did Grady just pick up a bull? That's what it sounded like. Like, I feel like I have to use the word... Every time I think about using the word literally, I genuinely think about, like, well, is it literal? Or am I just exaggerating here? Ah! That was my best run and I ruined it. Yeah, everyone just assumes it's deployment related, yeah. Like, it could be so much. Like, the crazy part is, you can get PTSD that is just as severe as a war vet's by watching someone else get in a car accident. You could be perfectly fine and safe throughout the whole experience, but you watch it happen, you could still be diagnosed with PTSD from the situation. Like, I feel like people don't understand how easy it is to get it. Like, I'd like to assume that most people in the world have it in some form or another. They just can't recognize it because of just... It's viewed as normal, quote-unquote. Damn, my PB caught up. Holy shit. Holy shit. Went from normal. Yeah, bro. The littlest shit. And the thing is, someone literally just looks at me a certain way, and I start crying because I'm like, you're looking at me like I'm a moron. It's crazy how expressions are one of the things that does it to me the most. And it's people's eyes. Like, I used to be so bad at reading people, but now I can read them based on their eyes so well that they don't even realize they're making these expressions. It's one of the reasons why I relate to Naruto so much, actually, is because, like, for 3 years of my life, everyone in my life hated me, right? Same exact shit went on for Naruto, but for obviously much longer. That's why I relate to the dude so much. It's just, you go through that abuse and everyone hates you. It does a lot to you, man. Despite never being hit, etc. Yeah, like, I've had, like, I used to, like, play fight with some of my friends, and I've stopped doing that with people, because just a couple of them straight up said, hey, can you not, like, pretend to punch me? Because every time I get, like, a attack, and I'm like, oh, fuck. I've never thought about that. I'm never doing this again to anyone I know, you know? Yeah, Luke talks about that sometimes. Game Boy Luke talks about how he just can't seem to cry anymore. And I'm the opposite. Like, during yesterday's stream, it was not noticeable, but I was, like, tearing up the whole fucking time just because of, like, how awful my body felt. But I also had a blast yesterday, so. You missed registration for what classes? We only got 4 minutes left. Mental illness is, like, such a great but, like, tough discussion. Because, like, you never know when it crosses a line for someone as well. Just a topic. Ah, cup of the day, yeah. Ooh. Oh, look, Monkey Ranger. Look who's in 10th place right now. Monkey.tm. Oh, it's not really a trademark. TM in this game stands for Trackmania. Everyone who's a content creator except for me puts TM in their name. It's his alternate account, yeah, bro. Monkey Ranger is actually like one of the best players in the world at Ice. He just doesn't tell us. Yeah, honestly, I'm glad I can still cry, and I cry kind of easily, quote-unquote. Like, anime makes me cry so fucking hard. Also, I was rewatching a scene from Ed, Edd and Eddy Big Picture Show, the last episode/movie, where they finally meet Eddie's brother. And, like, the ending of that movie makes me fucking sob. Like, as someone who struggled his entire life to try and fit in, watching them succeed at being able to fit in finally just makes me fucking cry. And the fact that it came out of genuine understanding through abuse is, like, crazy. Yeah. Listen, I'd like to think that crying will come back to you in time. It's just all about, like, I don't know. I'm not a therapist. If anyone can afford it, I'd always recommend therapy, even if you think you're not mentally ill whatsoever. Because even if you're not mentally ill whatsoever, you're going to find out things about you that are just going to help you in your everyday life. Genuinely. You know what's one thing that really gets me crying every time for some reason? Rounds of applause in movies or TV shows. Like, for something that someone did, like, a great thing and, like, everyone's giving them recognition for it. Recognition, in that kind of sense, makes me cry. I don't know why. It fills me with emotions. I don't necessarily cry when I'm sad either. No matter what emotion I have, I can cry. You don't gotta worry about caps lock, bro. It's about therapy. That's important. That's caps lock mode right there. Where the fuck did you come from, Pluto? We're getting close to that gold medal. Yeah, therapy is very expensive. I'm super lucky that I have a very cheap copay. I'm very lucky in that sense. But even so, that copay that's very cheap adds up so fast. And the worst part about having cheap copays means that less therapists are willing to take you. Because there are a lot of therapists and psychiatrists in this world who just are in it for the money. They'll have people who have like $500 copays and see like 3 people a week, and that's their job. Like, they don't give a shit. They're just like, all right, this is your prescription. You want to continue it? Yeah, sure. Okay, give me my $500. Literally, that's it. That's the appointment. And I am so lucky that I have a therapist. With my liver disease, I missed a lot of high school, right? So Boston Children's Hospital recommended me a therapist, and it's the one I have to this day. He is incredible. He's a nerd, so we can get along and get off topic very easily to like distract, and it's very good. But he's also very productive, and we're very willing to talk to each other about things like that. And like, I'm pretty sure Kaya pooped over there, by the way. Smells like it. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe you just farted. But like, I wouldn't be where I am today without him. Like, it's crazy. He's also the one who told me I'm autistic. Literally 30 minutes into our first time meeting, he looked at me and was like, by the way, you're autistic. I'm like, what? As a 16-year-old, I do not take kindly to this comment. And then I didn't tell anyone for like 3 years, and then I finally realized, like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. I am who I am, and nothing has ever changed. But he's right, and it explains so much about me. Yeah. Therapy is a lot. Like, it's very expensive if you don't have, like, proper insurance for it. Listen, because of my years of bullying and trauma, I have toned down all the things that are, like, from my autism. I am, like, the most neurotypical-looking autistic person you'll meet. Because of how I got bullied. Like, and because of my PTSD. I am not who I show to be in, like, a lot of ways. So, like, I'm a lot like Ryan. Like, I look at Ryan as me 3 years ago. Genuinely. Like, I was the same person as Ryan. That loud, not to be mean to Ryan, King Corfish, that obnoxious sometimes, genuinely. Like, I used to be that kid that people would just kind of go like, yeah, he's the loud, annoying one. Even as an adult in college, dude. I had multiple people tell me they just didn't like me. And, like, one specific instance was this dude who I think was, like, a junior, senior. And I would always hang out at the smoking section because I smoke cigarettes, and that's where you meet people, actually. It's great to meet people at the smoking sections because they're all super kind people. But he straight up said, I don't like you. I don't like interacting with you. And I'm like, I straight up said, I'm 18 at this point. And this is where I'm, like, meditating and, like, getting really into spirituality in my life. And I'm like, that's okay. You know, because I've come to realize that not everyone is gonna like you. And that's not possible. It's literally not. And, like, I'm like, that's okay. You don't have to like me. And I respect you for just being able to straight up tell me that. And, like, he was so dumbfounded that I would say that the next day he offered me weed. And I straight up said, I thought you didn't like me. And he's like, yeah, but you said something so mature that, like, here you go. I respect you. I don't like you, but I respect you. Like, that's what happened. It's still one of the weirdest things in my life, but, like... Yeah, someone with ADHD, someone who has ADHD, autism, and the works. Woo-wee. Let me tell you, those are some lethal combos, my boys. Yeah, like, and if you ever want to become a YouTuber or streamer, that's something you have to come to terms with, right? If you're gonna go through your YouTube or streaming career being like, well, if someone doesn't like me, that's gonna, like, set me off and ruin me for, like, a day or a week or whatever. That can't go on, and it's just, you're never gonna have a healthy lifestyle that way, right? That's why, like, when people leave hate comments, like, it bothers me, yeah. But it bothers me way less than I ever think it will. Like, at first, they really bothered me. Like, the first time that I got a comment that was, like, negative was on my, like, third Pokemon I Could Fight video. When, someone said nice animal abuse, and it bothered me because I'm like, this isn't animal abuse, but I had to think about it, right? And like, it just, that one bothered me for like 3 weeks, right? But every single one since, I'm just like, fuck it. Who cares? Dude, that's also, Lewis, Justin, that's another reason why I don't want to fucking have a kid. I am so scared I am going to make it a petri dish of myself. Literally, the things I felt when I was a child were not okay for a child to feel, and I never want my child to feel like that. Because, like, my parents never knew I had mental illness issues till I was, like, 15, 16, because I hid it so well. Even though I had moments of breaking down crying, but that's normal for everyone, right? So you don't really think much of it. Probably. And, like, I learned in my life that my dad also struggles with a lot. And he has been in and out of mental hospitals in his life. And, like, back in the day, you know, he's in his 60s, right? So when he was 18 is when they found out all this stuff. And that's back before people really knew what anything was, right? So, like, he'd get the shock chair for treatments and shit like that. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, he's been through way worse than me. And 2 things came to my mind. 1, how could I have ever hated this man? Like, in any sense of, like, feeling like a rebellious teenager. And 2, how could I not be able to go through what I went through, but he is still successful, you know? So, like, my dad, yeah. Like, I thought my dad was, like, neglectful, but, like, I just realized he was just struggling, right? Yeah, like, I feel like I'd make a great parent, but I feel like as an autistic person, I'd make a shitty parent. Just because I don't... You need advice in your relationship? Shit, I don't know. Ask your mother, bro. Why or husband, or father. I don't know. I'm bisexual. You never know. I'm probably going to marry a woman, not going to lie. I am very preference towards women. But listen, if the right man came along, then yeah. Yeah, like, one thing, like, that sucks is even in those situations, you realize that they really, half the time, didn't mean to do those things. And, like, the kind of, like, perception you have on, you know, in any situation, those people, ends up, like, you feel guilty for feeling natural feelings that you should about what they did to you, right? Like... You have every right to feel hurt and betrayed for those things, but you also have a right to understand that where those decisions or actions came from. I'm a great kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a great gay. I'm what they would call a fantastic gay. Just the right amount. I'm gonna tell you, no matter what, 90% of the times, and this might, like, you know, if you told this to me when I was 15, I'd be like, fuck off, yeah, right. Your parents love you. Even if they're bad at parenting, they love you. Most of the time, they don't. I'm gonna go out from that? But yeah, most of the time, they don't even have a choice on that matter, like, I'm pretty sure if my parents had a choice, they wouldn't want to love me, right? But they can't help it. I genuinely can tell there is love there. Because if there wasn't, I'd be in the streets already, right? Like, when I see stories about parents, like, kicking their kids out as soon as they turn 18, I'm like, that's where there was no love, right? Or at least something happened to diminish it to a point. It's so hard, though, for that to happen. It has to be... And it can't be, like, the child or the parent's fault, necessarily. Like, it has to be, like, a bunch of things happening. I don't know. I don't know. I'm lucky and privileged in the sense that I have, like, a loving family, right? I had anything but a loving environment growing up outside of my family, but, like... And I also didn't really have one with my family, because I couldn't tell them anything. I couldn't trust them with anything, so it wasn't like fully loved by my end. But they didn't know that. They couldn't help that. Because I chose not to tell them any of that. Oh god, I slid out. And like the thing is, like, sometimes my family gets on my nerves. Like sometimes my aunt tells me stories about like certain things that I'm like, I do not need to know this about these people. Like, can we not have this conversation? But I also know, like, this woman loves me to death, and I would do anything for my aunt. Like, my aunt is the, you know, she's the oldest child. She's single, no kids. Was taking care of my grandma while she had Alzheimer's and stuff, and now lives at that house, you know, that she grew up in still. And she's like the best person I know. She can be weird at certain points, but like, I don't know what I'd do without her, specifically. Yeah, I mean, I'm me, so like, I also try not to like force any of me onto other people too much. Just because of said trauma in the past, you know, me talking about certain things have led me down to either getting beat up or just mentally beat up. The thing is, though, like, one thing I was good at was fighting back. I learned how to fight from a young age. So, I think my most brutal situation was a couple kids. They had been bullying me for all 3 years, blah, blah, blah. They were in my friend group, so it was really annoying. And I just snapped at gym one day. They were whipping me with their lanyards, so I snapped, took them into the other room, and bashed one of their heads into a concrete wall. And then watched him fall and then walked away. Because the other one knew that he couldn't fuck with me anymore. I feel bad about that. Like, I probably caused brain damage. But they caused brain damage from the 3 years of torment, so it was fair. You know, eye for an eye. Right? Ah! Is this how I go out? No! Okay, we're in! We're in! How did I survive that? No one was watching me. In the chat, no one pointed that out. Turtling is a science I do not understand in this game whatsoever. So, I was so panicked. I'm like, please just do it. Just do it automatically. Okay, sliding out here is fine. I really am the close call king. I have at least 2 every damn Trackmania stream. Like, I have so many United Gamer moments, dude. Ah. But yeah, that's definitely tomorrow's show. Yeah, go for it, Witch King. I'm not talking about ones that are just like, you need a job and like, try and like, get you moving along. I'm talking about parents that are just straight up like, get out of the house, I don't give a fuck if you have a job, I don't want to see you in my life anymore. Those are the type of parents I'm talking about. Like, when I see a story about a kid, yeah, I've been homeless for 8 years and I'm 19 because my parents kicked me out at 11 or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? We need to find those parents and put them in prison type shit. Yeah, someone who just said shit map is honestly just kind of bad. Right? Like, if you're saying it's a shit map when you're sitting here in Division 21, like, you need to chill. Maybe learn how to drive on ice. It's pretty normal for parents when their kids get 18, kick them out is pretty normal over here. Thankfully not in Portugal. Yeah, so like, that's just not realistic anymore. Like, that would make, it made sense when the baby boomers were 18, because a house costed a minimum wage job, right? Like, I'm talking like you could afford your family on a minimum wage job. So like, anyone could go out and do it, right? Now that's not the case. You can't on a minimum wage job anywhere on the planet. So it's completely different, and like a lot of the older generations think that their generational ways are just going to be the same forever. They don't understand how time fucking functions. As a 24-year-old still living with his parents, I feel like a bum, right? But like, I also understand that it's completely normal nowadays. Like, my sister moved out straight out of college and has lived in Brooklyn ever since. But, you know, she has roommates. She's not paying for shit herself. But she also has, you know, went to college, got a nice degree and all that shit. Hey, Marshall, how you doing today? Oh, BB. Hope you're doing well. Oh, wow, I must have been just off gold, bro. Just off gold. But yeah, especially in America, it's getting a lot more normal for, like, mid-20s to late 20s being at home. Because it's expensive. Yeah, imagine living in a city. Like, Massachusetts has, I think, the third most expensive, you know, living expenses in the country. So, like, dude, I hate it. I hate it. Like, part of my plan is, like, maybe winning a couple $100,000 on a lottery ticket and then buying a duplex to rent out type shit. Like, that's what I want to happen. Dude, why the fuck are you advertising your Twitch chat here? Dude's advertising his Twitch in fucking in-game chat. Oh, that was good. Oh, 49. So close. Yeah, but I also couldn't imagine, like, living in Boston. It's already expensive as hell out here, but, like... Yeah. Luckily, America's getting better on that, but... It's still a yikes. Oh, big man, how you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Lots of people showing up. This was bad. This was bad. But it's okay enough. Well, maybe it wasn't bad. It wasn't ideal. And neither is that. Like, I'm still in third somehow. Oh, that's a big fuck up. No! Oh, I'm out. I'm so out. If I'm not out, I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm out. Yeah. Yikes. Yikes. Don't worry. Dude, Marshall, sometimes I get distracted by my own shorts, so you don't gotta worry. Sometimes I'm, like, trying to pick one for TikTok that day, and I'm just, like, going through it. I'm like, I've been here for 30 minutes. Whoops. Oh, the cool gamer. Ah, yes. What made you decide on the name change? No, I just read it. You don't gotta work. Sometimes it takes me a second, but I read up. I read up. Oh, nice. I kind of figured that's what it was. Usually when people change their name, it's starting to make content. I wish you the best of luck. Yo, wait. What a name. Spoinked. I like it. I like Spoinked. I don't know why. Yeah, I'll for sure check it out. I'm kind of okay with 20th, though. I mean, yeah, I should have done better on an ice track, but it's whatever. I really hope Spoinks... I wish Spoink's car had, like, a bunch of Spoinks on it from Pokemon. Which I don't understand. Like, they stop hopping and they die? Their hopping is what keeps their heartbeats going? I don't think so, Monkey Ranger. I don't think we've seen Uninox. If that even is how you pronounce that name. Oh, yikes. Spoinked. Yeah, but they have to bounce in order to pump their heart. It seems like evolution just kind of, like, forgot about something big there. Feels like evolution just kind of forgot that, like, oh yeah, you should subconsciously be trying to do that. Oh, Spoinked with the save. I'm probably not going to watch it on stream, to be completely honest. I'm going to just kind of keep it to Trackmania. One of the biggest things that confused me as a kid is how we breathe in our sleep. Because, like, sometimes I just forget to breathe while I'm awake. Right? Anyone else? Anyone else? Is that the African flag for Africa? What a name. Africa. I like that name too. Africa. Dusk Funk. Also a good name. Although they're Swedish. That's me. Brazil. RSA. What is that flag? I know that flag, but I don't know that flag. Jack, if that's what you've been doing the whole time, how did you get to the top 10, basically? If you... I have been watching too much Virtual. Dude, I hate that. I hate the fact that, like, breathing genuinely goes to manual. Oh, looks like Afrika is out. Jack barely saves themselves, though. Gumba. Okay, well, I'm not rooting for them because of my rivalry with Jake Ray. I can't vote for Denmark, sorry. You know what also sucks when someone mentions it? You can feel your clothes. Fuck, now I feel my clothes. Exact. Oh, look at that skin, though. Gumba. Is that like a Chinese dragon type skin? Oh, the slide out. The slide out. It looks like Brazil and Germany right now are going to be the two to go out so far. But, listen, it's ice. Anything can happen. Literally anything. Someone's connection's dying. Spoinked right now has been consistently staying at the top, which I'm very happy about. Dusk Funk. Listen, I love the name, buddy. Yeah. Gumba! No! Gumby! Looks like you're the one going out with Eternal. Or Jack, actually. Burnal. Not Eternal. Burnal. Burnal. Oh. That was very close. Poor Goomba. Poor Goomba. Oh, is everyone from the USA out now? Yeah. Damn. Come on, guys. Why do we gotta suck at things? Except for, like, guns. You know, do we even, like, with the Olympics, right? There's gotta be shit that involves guns. I know there are. At least a couple. Do we at least win those a lot, or no? Do we, like, lose that? Is it like when Canada loses hockey to Mexico in the Olympics? Is that what we do a lot? I'm from Massachusetts, but Monkey Ranger is a Texas man. So I've actually never touched a gun. But the American stereotype is we're good with guns, so, like... I know there's at least rifles. Like, there's some, like, rifling competitions, at least in Winter Olympics, right? Maybe not. I believe Russia would take that W. Nah, they take it in explosives. Russia, like, I love Russia clips. Like, you just see random people in front of apartment complexes blowing shit up. Texas is a lot of the states, Monkey Ranger. I hate to break it to you. It's a lot of the stereotypes America has. One of my favorite things out of Texas, though, is, I forget which war it was. I think it was World War II. Where, like, there was, like, a bunch of, like, Asian Americans wanted to fight for the military during the war, right? So, like, there were a bunch of, like, Asian Americans who became, like, or just straight up, like, Asian immigrants who became honorary Texans because of their, like, skills in the military. I don't know the exact story, but it's really cool. Bro, Russia is random. Also, why is every car crash compilation out of Russia? 85% of all car crash clips are from Russia. I don't ever want to drive there. I'd just get a helicopter and fly everywhere. Anyone else feel that way about Russia? Or is that just me? Alright, we made it to the top 5, guys. Let's start hearing your votes. You thinking Mibernal, Votarek, Duskfunk, Slemfire, or Spoinked? Remember, Slemfire is Danish, so we have a rivalry with them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there'd probably be some sort of helicopter action there. Right now, everyone is staying close, and by that I mean we're all within a second of each other, and on an ice map that's incredible. Never mind. Now first and second are over a second and a half different. So, did someone just slide out? That looks like... No, Vortec almost slid out, but it looks like Spoinked right now is going to be, Why don't people stream this game anymore? People still stream this game on Twitch. There's just been a couple people who were involved in a cheating scandal who don't stream on Twitch anymore. It's a couple. One specifically. I think people still stream it. It's just a lot of people stream early. For, like, I don't know what time zone you're in, Marshall. But, like, for me, it's a lot of Europeans streaming it. So, like, it's harder for me to watch. And also, I stream it, so. Helicopter and helicopter action is hot, bro. Also, has anyone seen that skydiving clip go viral recently? Where the two planes clash midair? And everyone survived, including the... Everyone's like, yeah, but the pilots didn't survive. And I'm like, every article I've read said the pilots survived. So, hate to break it to you. But the pilots also have parachutes in case of an emergency. They don't just say, fuck the pilots. You haven't seen that, Witch Game? It's been all over. It's been in a lot of places. But yeah, no, it's like really crazy. It's like, I can't imagine the fear in that situation. Well, it's just you're watching skydivers because they're about to record themselves, you know, jump out of a plane, and you just see the plane fall into another plane full of skydivers, and you watch people get thrown out of the fiery explosion. All 11 people survived, apparently. Once the cup's over, I'll show you guys the video. That video. All right, guys. Is it gonna be Sweden and Denmark? Is it gonna be Brazil and Denmark or Brazil and Sweden? What do we think? Also, hello, Gavin. You could not know about the American elections? Man, I would say I wish, but as an American, I need to be involved. Yeah, they looked back at the planes and it's just like, oh, fuck. And, like, I'm seeing some people comment that's fake or, like, that was definitely planned, quote unquote. I'm like, you do not plan planes to crash over a residential area. Oh, Bernal! You should stay in. Probably. Dust Funk is way far behind. Yeah, Bernal should be fine. Yeah, especially since Dust Funk messed up. It's going to be Brazil versus Sweden. Or, no, versus Denmark. Sweden's out. Sorry. Good luck, good luck. Actually, I did that too, Witch King. I couldn't ignore the music, because it was everywhere. But I never saw any, like, real gameplay other than, like, the memes. Right now, I am rooting for Brazil. What? No! No! But one thing that did, like, get me to look at Undertale was the, Sans. Like, the coding behind Sans and the fact that he'd remember your gameplays. Like, that really interested me. But look, he's catching up. I mean, Slimfire would have to make the biggest mistake of their life to mess that up, but yeah. Well, you know, the elections in the US are just... I have strong opinions about them, and I have since I was a child, actually. I have always thought that, it's just for rich people, right? It's just a popularity contest for rich people, right? Like, if we really want fair elections, we would have a government-funded budget for advertisement on campaigns. And you cannot go above that budget. And you cannot take campaign funding from other companies. Or any company. That is my opinion. That would make fair elections much more common. But, again, it's about how much money you have, right? To get your name out there. Also, let me real quick find the video, the plane collision. Plane collision skydivers. Oh, yeah, and yeah, I think this is the video. I think this is the video. I think. This is someone else's perspective. I have not seen this perspective, actually. Okay, here's the perspective everyone has seen, I think. For the most part. Or is this the other plane's perspective? Oh, that was the other plane's perspective! I've never seen that! These are some perspectives I've never seen. This is the perspective we've all seen. I like how his instincts tell him to hold on, when everything should be telling him to let go. But yeah, no, this is like a completely crazy thing to happen. Like, everyone, apparently. Apparently, everyone survived this. The pilot whose planes lost the wing was able to parachute out, and the other plane was good enough condition to land. That's one thing I forgot to mention. One of the planes landed at an airway, at a runway. Rare footage of planes skydiving with skydivers. Battlefield 2042 looks pretty good. These songs. But yeah, no, everyone survived. Every single person was just crazy. But that's why it's. And look, you're looking down, and I'm saying it was like a residential area. It's hard to see, but like this is where people live, right? You're not gonna fake a plane crash and have the planes fall on people's businesses and houses and highway. I can't believe some people like fake. And that's one of the stupidest things to say on the internet. Most things that you watch and enjoy are fake. Video games you play, fake. Those TV shows you watch, fake. The movies you watch, fake. It's all fake. Right? Or am I getting too invested in that? That's just like I hate when people comment like, "Oh, this is fake for entertainment." I'm like, everything is. Oh my god. Open your eyes. But yeah, no, this is crazy. Like, what are you thinking in this situation? Like, oh, I'm alive. Take that, death, bitch. Like, you aren't gonna risk just for a fake fucking entertainment for a plane to land on people like that. You know? That's just ridiculous. And the fact that they still parachuted where they were supposed to is nuts. Like, he still followed the cones. The fact that I don't hear people saying fuck, fuck, shit over and over again in these clips is nuts. Wait, you mean the guns are fake? That actor's alive? She's still just, oh shit. Well, I guess you're speechless at this point, right? Because you're at this point, we know that every single person survived, right? They have no fucking idea that anyone but them is alive, right? That's one of the crazy things you got to think about in this. Is that like what's going through their heads is, are we the ones who survived? Are we the lucky ones? Like, did everyone survive? Type shit. And the crazy thing is I've always wanted to go skydiving, right? That's something I want to do in my life is skydive. And that did not deter me in the least. If anything, I'm like, I feel safer going skydiving if a plane crash happens. Like, come on. I'm more scared about my flight to Atlanta than I would be going skydiving, I think. But then again, that would be a different story if I actually had like the tickets and the appointment to skydive, and I'd probably be shitting myself, right? You're never gonna skydive? I told my parents when I was like 17 I want to do it, and they were like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I want to feel alive. Maybe, maybe." Oh yeah, if you're going skydiving for the first time, it's gonna be like, well, I mean, it's gonna be a bunch of other people who have skydived before, and then you go in with a trainer, right? It's gonna be with a dude on your butt, and I'm not. That's what I don't want. I don't like being touched a lot or at all. It's part of the autism thing. So that's the biggest hesitant part about me in skydiving is I don't want the instructor's dick on my butt. Dude, skydiving seems fun. It seems fun. And also, like, I'm weird. I've never liked heights, right? And usually when you say you're afraid of heights, you're not afraid of heights, you're afraid of falling. See, I'm the opposite. I kind of like the sensation of falling. I don't know, I'm weird. Like, I hate waking up feeling like I'm just falling in a dream. Like, that's annoying because I just woke up. But, like, if I'm in a controlled fall, like bungee jumping, or like I just finished rock climbing and I'm jumping off the face, that seems like it's falling. It's fun. It's fun to fall, right? If it was a hot instructor, then it's okay. Yeah, obviously, right? If it was me, I'd be like, can we go front to front? Uh, Next thing you know, they'll be married within 3 years. Hi, I married my uh skydiving instructor because I felt that rod. Ah! Honestly, though, like I said in my tweet, I feel like utter shit, so I am going to end the stream off here now that the cup of the day is over. We're gonna go on a raid though. We have enough people to raid today, so we're gonna do that. Open up YouTube. I hope they're still live. Are they still live? Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Let's go, chat. Alright. Alright, let's do a hack guy raid. I hope you all had a great day. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your days. I will feel better tomorrow, hopefully. And I also don't want to miss my psychiatrist appointment, so I want to make sure I remember that. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're starting Skyrim. Modded Skyrim. Be there. Or don't, I guess. You know, you have the right to choose what you want to do in your life. Anyway. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see you all tomorrow. And I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you all. Let's go on that hat raid. Bye! Yeah, the 9th playthrough. Yeah, the 9th playthrough. Specifically, we're doing the 9th one.